Situated amongst a pine forest in the hills above Oropos, the shrine of Amphiareion is a little-known gem that few visitors ever get to visit. This shrine was dedicated to Amphiareios, a Bronze Age king of Argos, whose ability to interpret dreams inspired the medical doctrine of sleep therapy, practiced here from the 5th and 4th century BC. Legend says that Amphiareios predicted his own death in a dream, but Zeus took pity on him and opened a chasm in the earth to swallow him, his horses and chariot somewhere near Oropos. It makes sense then that to the classical era Greeks, this was the perfect place to create a haven dedicated to this dreamer who could provide healing through oracular responses. Amphiareios was reported to have appeared at the spring here, and even today, this spot seems to have a mystical, calming energy. By the 4th century BC, the sanctuary was a thriving spa religious center with a temple, baths, hostels, shops, and a theatre. The procedure for patients was simple. You paid an entrance fee, sacrificed a ram on the temple's altar, then went off to sleep in the colonnaded stoa, hoping that dream interpretation would later cure you of worries or sickness. Baths were also an important part of the healing process, and you can see the remnants of a sophisticated plumbing system throughout the complex. The small but beautiful theatre is from the 2nd century BC and seated about 300. You can still see 5 carved marble thrones reserved for visiting dignitaries. Theatrical performances followed the annual festivals and games. But I wonder if perhaps they also practiced an early form of drama therapy here. On the southeast side of the sanctuary, and separated by a stream bed, are the remains of houses, shops, and all the outbuildings that grow up around a busy, thriving religious center. Here's some state-of-the-art technology from the Hellenistic era, the remains of a water clock. This rectangular box was a timepiece more reliable than a sundial. I wonder what it was used for. Timing spa appointments, perhaps. Water clocks aside, time really does seem to stop here at this incredibly peaceful and beautiful sanctuary. It might be only 30-odd kilometers out of Athens, but it's light years away from the hustle and bustle of the city, and it still provides a calming, healing spirit to each and every visitor.